7 o'clock in the morning, getting the delivery of the Alfa Romeo with 2 rear flat tires, so that's going to be a fun job getting it off the trailer and into my drive. So luckily the driver was very helpful in helping the car being pulled down off the trailer. Of course not by hand, that did not roll at all. And afterwards I pulled it with my car, blocking my car on the driveway. But at least now I have it on my own drive and we'll figure it out from here. And what a beautiful rust-free car it is, straight from the United States. A southern state. I believe it is Louisiana. So welcome. This is this is a Alfa Romeo GTV 2-liter. It's a special edition. Don't know quite exactly what it means. It has some spoilers. A USA model. They sold it there under the spec. It's an original black car. It's very little rust. It's in great condition. It seems to have been driving in Louisiana. I don't know what the history of this car is. It's a non-runner. We're going to try and get it running. The client would like it to be a running car to be able to sell it. He's not going to keep the car for himself. It's a car that is going to be sold. I love it. I don't have the space, nor the time, nor the money to refurbish this car, because there's a lot that has to be done to this car. So let's go. So a short video on the Alfa. I started to disassemble the airbox. I found that there is some critters have gotten into it, so you can see hopefully that second air filter is full of debris. I haven't been able to pull it out. It's pretty stuck in there. The other one is here, but also there you can see there has been something in here, so it's pretty full of stuff. And also what I found was that here it's always in these areas that they build nests, so there is a huge nest in here. But overall, remarkably good nick. And if we see all of these specific areas where Alfas will rust, there is not much there. I'm starting to take off the some of the fuel lines to see if I can get the engine to run. All of them have perished. So I'll have to feed some fresh fuel some other way into the Spica injection system, and I hope that one all works. But so far so good. I mean, yes, a lot of the hoses are sort of hardened up, but rust-wise, and that's the main thing on bringing this car back on the road, rust-wise, it's in a very good state. It looks dirty, but that's because it was on a trailer. Beneath or above the car, there were a couple of old Land Rovers that they've been off-roading in, and they were full of mud, and the mud fell down. So that's why it's looking so awful. But I also saw that the battery I took out of the trunk, and even that, well, let me get some. Even that, there's an actual battery tray that is not rusted through. Maybe it's a little bit difficult to see. Let's do it like this. But there's a battery tray in the bottom that is rust free. Same thing here. So the filler pipe is cracked. The tank seems to be empty. Here we have the it's a black car. It should be black. It is black. There's no real rust. No rusted through Okay, we have a small thing here. There's a little hole. But looking at the doors, feeling the door bottom, they're fine. They're absolutely fine. There's some surface rust. That's in a very good condition. Of course, the inside with the sun, and then it sort of gives you the testament that it is from a southern state in the US. It's all falling apart. But the steering wheel is okay. There's some damage, but the wheel itself is fine. On. Oh, okay. Here we go. It spins freely. So here we have the fuse box, and a number of them do not make a very good contact, and I see that some have been twisted. They're corroded. They're not great at all. I can't focus. Can we focus? Anyway, we're gonna clean these all up, take them all out, and then we will reinstate them and see if some more lights will come on at the dash. I got 2 lights working now. So those are the battery light and the brake light. Okay, well, good news. We have got oil pressure. I'll just try and film it. Here we go. There we go. So it's not incredibly high, but it's there. And it's just from, turning the engine. Oh, this is not good. I have the key off and it's still, After making all the fuses, replacing some, cleaning everything up with my trusted Dremel, and putting some Vaseline on all of the contacts and on the fuses, we actually have a pretty much working car. So if I turn on the ignition, we have lights come on, and we also have the the instrument lighting going on, and we also have, as you can see, the light on the hood coming on, and we have the light on this instrument, of course the most important one, the rev counter going on. We have the indicators going on the stock, on the outside, that it's doing something, and unless our lights are working. Oh, let's see at the back if the side indicator lights are working, the rear lights are working, this indicator light is working, the front one is working. That's pretty amazing. Everything seems to be working, so cool. Like the Klee. It's, let's turn on the lights. Let's see. We have the 2 lights going on the front. Of course, these are all sealed beams, so yeah, they either work or don't work. They're pretty reliable normally, so it's pretty amazing what lights do come on and do work. Okay, we don't have the lights for the license plate. Okay, and I can feel that the bulbs are missing. Okay, that's not too bad actually. Well, let's see let's see the indicators. So we have the hazards. Let's see what the hazards do. Okay, that's one is not working. One is working, and I guess in the front they might be working here, because it does make, yep, they are. Okay, that's not too bad for a car that's been standing still for a couple of years. We will continue on the engine now, see if we have spark, and let's see if we can get some fuel into it, and then see if it runs. Who knows? Let's continue our little resurrection video on this pretty amazing Alfa. An Alfa with hardly any rust. That's pretty unique after, was it 40 some odd years? He's from 1977. Yeah. Well, that is considered an old car. Okay, so we shall continue. And this is when I still thought the belt to the speaker pump was working, so I tried getting everything ready for fuel to get into the speaker pump. The solenoid of the speaker injection, hope. Let's clean this up. Oh my. That's very dirty. Looks nice now. So we had to turn the engine one full circle, because now it's at, maybe it's a little bit unclear to see, but there's a P. That's top, dead center. And now, and it's correct that the spark plug, oh, I don't have a light. Spark plug is at its, sorry, spark plug, what am I saying? It's right that the piston is at the top, number one. And if we go around, we see that the rotor is on that point there. And if we look at the distributor cap, that fits on like that, then that's the number one cylinder. So that is correct. So now we can take the distributor out and we can clean the points. And the distributor is attached with one bolt, and then we can just pull it out to the top.
But you tell me first what to do.
Yeah, it's in the front, so at this point I can't see anything.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go. Might even be. Oh, there you go. Ah, no. No. Yes.
You got it.
I got it. You shouldn't drop. Oh, I should get a cloth to put over the spark plugs. Let's see. There's a washer. A couple of washers. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, just plop it in there. Perfect. Because if this falls in there, we have an issue.
Oh yeah.
Houston.
Well, now the thing is up, so it wouldn't be able to go very far in, right? And you could take it out with the magnet.
That one is up. The other ones are down. Yeah, perfect. Are you filming? Yes, no.
I don't know what it can see, but
okay.
I am filming.
Because look, now we can film. We shall try and take it out. We have the wire. We have the wire, which is here.
Dad, 1 second. I'm gonna.
Not too
Pretty normal.
Here we go. Ooh. So this is driven by the engine with 2 notches. And when this turns, you have the points there. There's one. And it's a dual point system. There's another set of points there. And it's very quirky. You normally don't need that on a 4-cylinder. You normally have this on a 12-cylinder because then it's very hard to make a lobe. And you have the lobes here. This is also a little lobe which moves them, hits them, see? To make 12 lobes is very difficult, so they do to 6 cylinders, 8 you do it with one of these, but then you go to a 2-point system.
Okay.
But to do it with a 4, this is only the reason that the main function is that they want it to have a better spark, a stronger spark.
Okay.
And that's Alfa's invention. Okay, now let me try and get this out so we can take it on the bench. And we have, okay, that's one wire. Put that there. The problem is that we have a double wire. Hold on, this wire has to be taken off. There. Taking parts off of the engine instead of being able to start it. But it's all to do with getting the car ready to start. Okay, we'll take it to the bench.
Ook puntjes?
Dit zijn de puntjes. 2.
Oh, ja.
Als die open gaat,
Oh ja.
dan komt er een vonk. En daar zit dus heel veel. En we kunnen even kijken of de... We'll just measure the gap. We won't do it. That one opens as well. See that?
Yeah.
And this one has 4 lobes. So I guess... Okay, this one is open. Is this one open as well? Yeah, so they go together. We have to find out what the gap should be, but first I want to sand them. I'll get you a piece of sandpaper. We'll really nicely sand them, make them clean. And I tried to do it when it was in the car.
But that didn't go too well?
No, that doesn't work too well. What we do is we fold it over, double.
Uh-huh. And then between the gaps?
Yeah, you put it in.
Okay.
In the gap. Now it's easy because the gap is open. Oh, let the gap be open. Okay, when it doesn't want to play, you just open it by hand.
This part is coming off really easily.
Okay, put it in.
Yep. And then...
Leave it in, close it, yeah, and then you go to and fro. Right. Yeah. And keep it up for like 100 times or so. Yeah, until you see nothing coming off and that they're really nice and shiny. And then it would mean that we will have a spark again. So here we have the double point system. Mouse has cleaned them. They are opening and they seem to be opening. Yeah, same way. I think we can just try it, see if it gives a spark, and then we know a little bit more. Let's put a few. That's great. Let's put a few on. see it if they do spark. Okay. Right. Let us see how this goes. Is everything clear? Yep. Okay, well, we have spark. Just wanted to show you if this will pick it up. Let's see. Let us see. So it's trying to start. It's very difficult to get the enough fuel in the 4 bores to really get it running. I had it revving up a little bit further, but I'm waiting for the belt now first to hook up the speak-up pump, the injection pump, and then see if it really runs by itself. So we'll wait for the tools and then we shall continue. Okay, so this solenoid is sticking. There's not much we can do, except that I can see that it's pretty stuck. But if, oh, here we go. Oh. It sure like that. Oh, here we go. When starting, I think I'm just going to clean this up. And I think there's nothing wrong with the contacts. Besides, we can't do anything to that. I'll clean it up. Since this was really sticky, this probably was the issue. Okay, clean it up, put it back together again. Well, that looks really nice. Now let's see. With the bore. Yep. Well, that is dirty as well. So let's run it through. moving freely now, but I will put some grease on it so it won't corrode for a while. Okay. This is copper grease. Not meant for this, but it will do the job, and it will leave, if it gets hot, it will leave some copper, and hopefully it will keep on working. Okay, it's not sticking. It's not moving extremely fast, but that's because of the copper grease. It's a little bit more sticky, but I believe that will be fine. Okay, let's get this whole thing back together. Get the arm back. Oops. Let's put it like this then. Okay. Okay. So that was it. I'm hope to have it running next video. For now, I've done the solenoid on the starter engine, so that's running fine. I've checked the compression of the engine. Hopefully it will get somewhat better once I get it running. I did the points, the ignition, static ignitions, timing. That's all set up. There's a lot of hoses I already changed, and some more that I have to change, and the fuel system I have to install, get a new pump, get some hoses, and get some fuel to the system. And fingers crossed, we will have it running in the next So thanks for watching and see you next video.